Hi everyone, I'm Curt and welcome to my channel, The Thrifty Traveler's Kitchen. This channel is all about cooking smart when you travel. Simple meals that you can make ahead at home and take with you and finish up when you get to your hotel room. No fancy equipment, no stress, just good food wherever you land. So if you travel and still want a real meal, then you're in the right place. Now, my partner travels for work a lot. He can be gone for a few days to a few weeks at a time. I've been prepping and gonna need a blooper reel. I've been prepping and packing up meals for him so that he can finish them off in his room, from meals that he can reheat in a microwave to a meal that he can cook himself in a simple little rice cooker. So come on along and I'll show you what I've been doing for him and give you some ideas so that you too can prep and pack good food for yourself wherever you travel. So to start out, we're going to quickly marinate our chicken. I've got 3 chicken breasts here, so we'll just clean these up, cut them up into cubes. If the tender's still there, I like to cut off the tender. Take the breast, cut it down in 3 strips, and then cut them in 1-inch cubes. Basically bite-sized chunks. So now that we have our chicken, we're going to marinate that up. I'm going to just wash my hands. Okay, got my hands washed up. Now let's start with the marinade. So what I want to do is I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of yogurt. I'm going to take taco seasoning. And we'll add 2 tablespoons. Now this is just taco seasoning from the store. If you want a recipe for making your own, I've got a great idea for that. Just leave it in the comments and I'll put that in another video. Also going to add to that a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice. Sorry, lime juice. 1/2 teaspoon of lime juice. Get that mixed together so all those flavors can combine and get that chicken all soaked up in that wonderful marinade. Okay, so we got our chicken marinated, ready to go. Now we need the other ingredients for the other half of the bag. We're going to do rice, black beans, some diced tomato, and some corn. So to prepare the bag, let's start with the protein, which of course will be the chicken. Wrong spoon. Nice size portion for one. Line that up on the vacuum seal.
there's our protein portion of the bag. Now we'll do the rice and veggies. Move this out of the way. Start with your rice. This is just long grain jasmine rice. We want 1/2 cup of rice. Then we're going to go with 1/4 cup of diced tomato, 1/4 cup of black beans, and 1/4 cup of frozen corn. Roll that together. Pop that into the vacuum seal. Get down there, you little devil. And seal that up. There we go. Got our first portion ready to go in the freezer for our first chicken burrito bowl. So in my first video, I showed you how I prepared 2 compartment bags using the vacuum seal bags. You figure out what size you need, cut them off. Currently they're open on both ends. What I do is I use a sealer. Figure out where the halfway mark is. Because mine has this little portion here that doesn't allow the bag to go right through, I have to get a little creative. So I take one side and I roll it up. That way I can place it inside the machine and get it lined up so that the halfway mark is where the sealer is. Turn this a little bit so you can see. That's where my sealer is. It's all rolled up in there. Close that down and just use the seal portion of it. And then that'll create a 2 compartment bag. And we'll be able to pack the protein and sauce on one side. And then we're going to put the rice and the other veggies and whatnot that are all going to put into the rice cooker to make the burrito bowl. So I guess some of you might be thinking, I don't have a vacuum sealer like you do, Curt. How else can I package it? Well, with this case, just use 2 zipper style freezer bags. In one bag, put your marinated chicken. Get that air out of there. Like that. And in the other bag, we'll pop in all the other good stuff. So again, start with 1/2 cup of rice, 1/4 cup black beans, 1/4 cup diced tomatoes, 1/4 cup of corn. And of course, the veggies are optional. If there's something else that you want to put in there, by all means, go right ahead. Feel free. You're making it for yourself. So we put that together, and then we know these 2 bags belong together, and that's one meal. Pop that in the freezer and keep them together. And if you really want, just take and roll those over like that. Grab an elastic band, wrap them up with an elastic band, and you know that they're partners. They go together for your freezer meal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to show you how to cook it in a rice cooker next. Okay, so you found yourself into a nice motel room, you settled down for the night, and now it's time to get dinner ready. So just show you how simple this is. You just need yourself a cheap rice cooker. This one I think I paid $20 for at the supermarket. You can get them at supermarkets, hardware stores, they're all over the place nowadays. So you take your packages that you have. So you start out with your rice, beans. Empty that out into the rice cooker. All right, now we add 1 cup of water. And then right on top of that, we add our protein. So we're going to put our seasoned chicken. Now it doesn't matter if this is still frozen, it'll still work. As long as it fits in the rice cooker, you're ready to go. So there we go. Everything's in the rice cooker. Pop the lid on. Start the cooking. And 20 minutes to half an hour, your dinner's ready. And bam, just like that, 22 minutes. That's what it took. And we got dinner ready. So first thing to do, of course, once you take the lid off, is just quickly check, make sure that chicken is cooked all the way through. If they're bite-sized chunks, yeah, no problem. That's perfectly cooked. So we'll get in there, and we'll flip up that rice, get everything all mixed in. Just take a gander at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Scoop a little up on the plate, give it a little taste. Got the beans, the corn, the chicken, and if you're like me, you like to carry some hot sauce with you. So grab your favorite hot sauce, give that a little shot. But I'm going to taste that chicken without any hot sauce on it first, just to see how it is. Ooh, hot. Mmm, good. Now we'll get into rice, beans, and corn with a little bit of hot sauce. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Give it a try. If you do, please let me know in the comments what you think. And if there's anything else you'd like to add to it or any other ideas, please, by all means, send it along. And then maybe we can create something together. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.